Hi, this is Deborah, and we're here in the Klein Arts Center for the panels.
What a pleasure it's been watching Karen Allen's movies for the last couple of weeks. And sometimes, you get lucky, and Steve and I felt like we really got lucky. We watched some of our favorite movies over again. I'm just going to give you a few of hers. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Starman, Shoot the Moon, Malcolm X. She played Betty Shabazz. Not a lot of people know that. The Perfect Storm, In the Bedroom, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and the movie that brought her here, Year by the Sea.
In Poland with a man named Jerzy Gutowski for many years, and he'd written a book called Towards a Poor Theater, which had been really a seminal book in the theater world. And the Polish Theater Laboratory, seeing a performance by them at the age of 22 was what made me have any interest in working in the theater at all. I had seen a performance in Polish, didn't understand a word, but literally, like the top of my head came off. It was one of those spiritual experiences where I literally walked into the theater one person, and I walked out of the theater a different person. But I was so profoundly moved by what I saw. I was given the scene at the bar, and that was what really made me fall in love with the character. So I read the scene where she's drinking this mountain man under the table, and Indiana Jones comes in and she clocks in, and then build a scene between them right before he walks out. And I just fell in love with the character. I thought, I have to play this role, and I really felt like I had maybe never read in a screenplay, certainly, as good an introduction to a character set. Thank goodness they made Marion a little less than damsel in distress. And then when I got the role, I actually fought any elements of damsel in distress that were in there. And there were some that were written into the script. The fact that I, lose my shoe when I get thrown into the snakes, and then suddenly my dress is torn off, and I keep, and every time I kept saying, no, I want her to stay strong. I don't ever want her to become a kind of a screaming Mimi. And there was a little resistance to that, because in a way I think, they like the idea of the damsel in distress. It's a kind of classic, Saturday. It was that kind, they thought it was that kind of film. Writing had a huge impact on my life. I was one of those readers where I would pick up a book and I would get thoroughly lost in that world. And I think the world came to me through reading literature or reading memoirs or reading biographies of other people's lives. And I think I began imagining the world I thought I wanted to live in through reading about lives other people were leading. I think I have a kind of feeling that characters that I play, the ones that I do really connect with, they change my life. They change who I am in many ways, because I really do step into their shoes, and it's like they become, people who I know profoundly, and I feel like I start to think like them and feel the weight of their experience and stuff. I love a festival that is really about the films and the filmmakers. And this festival, like the festival, I'm on the board of the Berkshire International Film Festival that's in Great Barrington, and it feels very much to me like this festival. It feels like a small community, but you get people, that come from distances to be here, and it's not a marketplace. It's about the love of film. And I can tell, from listening to Mara, listening to people who've been talking at the festival, that the films are chosen with real care and love of diversity and love of creating a beautiful festival for all of you to come and see. And that kind of a festival is extremely appealing to me.
For more information, please visit www.woodstockfilmfestival.com.